Are you about to spend £5,000 on a holiday? Stop now, because what I'm about to share with you would help you understand exactly how to spend your £5,000. In this video, I'm going to share with you £5,000 spent on a holiday and a £5,000 spent on a property investment. Hey guys, it's Rahim. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, smash the subscribe button because I talk about property investment, personal development, and how to gain financial freedom. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how to use £5,000 either on holiday or in an investment property. I can walk you through the figures to share with you exactly what you're going to get for £5,000 holiday and versus what you can get for investing £5,000 in property. Now, you may be asking, what actually prompted me to be able to say things like that? Before we get to that, I'd like to thank everybody who subscribed to my channel. The channel is growing immensely. It's been absolutely amazing. It has blown my mind away. Without you guys, I would not have sat here to do this video. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you're new here, smash that subscribe button. If you smash that subscribe button, I've got a promise to make. I promise to share with you everything I know about investment properties, businesses, entrepreneurial, and most importantly, I'll be inviting guests to share their investment journey and their entrepreneurial journey. So it would really be amazing to be part of the family. So let's talk about investment and holiday. You see, in the world we are living right now, especially looking at social media, wherever you go, people are on private plane, private jets, Bali. So you go on holiday in Bali, see these little trays on top of a swimming pool. You know, it looks amazing. It looks absolutely amazing. I can see the temptation, people tempting, trying to travel, going to Dubai and all these different places because it is amazing, right? But what I'm about to share with you is to delay the gratification a little bit. So instead of spending that £5,000 on a nice, amazing holiday, maybe you want to delay that for about a year or so, a couple of years. But I want to persuade you to understand why I'm saying that and what are the differences with going on holiday, spending that money on holiday versus investing that money in an investment property. So I'm going to walk you through the figures. I'm going to walk you through the advantages and disadvantages of going on holiday using £5,000 and perhaps how we got that £5,000 in the first place. So let's talk about holiday. Holiday is beautiful. It's absolutely amazing. Everybody loves to go on holiday because here's the thing. When you go on holiday, you get different countries, different culture, different scenery, everything is different. Everything looks absolutely amazing. You go and try this nice cuisine. You got museums, you got attractions, you got playgrounds. It looks beautiful. It looks absolutely amazing. It's like living in a different sort of world to the real world that you are living. But here's the thing, most of us save that money for a very long time in order to go on that holiday, or sometimes we do actually get the money from credit cards or maybe from loans, or maybe find a way to raise that money to go on holiday. And then when we're back from holiday, we're kind of back to the real world, start thinking how you can pay that debt off, or perhaps how you could actually try to start saving again to go on to an holiday. And then in essence, it doesn't actually bring you anything versus investing in property. So let's go to the board. I can walk you through what £5,000 can get you if you were to invest it in property. So let's go so we can learn and understand that. It is beautiful what £5,000 can get you with investment properties. What would £5,000 holiday get you? Suppose you're a family of 4. You, your husband, and your 2 children, or your partner. So the ticket would cost you about £1,000. Okay, that is your ticket. Okay, let's say the hotel will cost you about, you're going for 10 days, let's say it cost you about £2,000. Let's say the remaining amount, the remaining £2,000, let's say that is for your feeding, for your going out, for taking your partner for a nice, amazing meal. That then takes us to £5,000. Okay, £5,000 is what typically would cost you. This is you going on a low budget, by the way, not kind of spending a lot of money, right? So how do we raise that money? We may have saved to get that money. We might have take a credit card to get that money. We might have take a loan to get that money. Okay? Suppose then we took a loan, we will come back paying interest on that loan. So if you go again, because there's a system where you can pay for a holiday in advance before the holiday comes, so you pay in an installment basis. Let's say paying installment, you put in about £500 or so until everything is cleared up. But the differences are, when you finish your holiday, if you take a credit card, debts to go on holiday, you'd have to pay for that debt every single month until it finishes. And also if it was a loan, exactly the same thing. And if it was a savings, it means your savings are gone, right? You have to go again and start saving. So suppose then I persuade you to say, look, John, instead of going on holiday, so is it okay then, instead of spending that £5,000, we can think about perhaps investing it in property. So let's now look what that £5,000 would get you if you can invest that £5,000 in acquiring a property here in the UK. Let's get to it. Suppose we've got that £5,000. We can go somewhere in the north, like Liverpool, for example, Newcastle. Let's take Newcastle as an example. We go online, search for this amazing apartment that we know there's a potential to do Airbnb in it. So what we then do, we're going to contact the landlord, negotiate with the landlord. Let's say we secure the property for £1,200. So what you need to do then, first of all, is to pay the landlord the rent. The rent would be £1,200. Obviously, in this country, you need to pay a deposit as well to secure the property. The deposit, let's say the deposit also is £1,200. That then gives us a rent and deposit of £2,400. Okay, that would be us securing the property. We've got the property, and now it has become our property for the meantime. Let's now say then the property needs to be decorated. It needs to be done really, really nice sofas, nice bed, dining table. It feels and speaks, looks very beautiful, and that everybody will want to live in such apartments. So let's say we spend to refurnish the property for £2,600. And that's us going really nice on the apartment to make it look really beautiful. That then gives us an initial investment of £5,000. Okay, so the same amount we have spent here. Okay, so that gives us the £5,000. So in essence, that £5,000 is literally invested. So let's now look at what that £5,000 would get us. So we've done the property now. It looks absolutely amazing, and we are now going to put it on Airbnb. You see, when you're looking for accommodation to go on that holiday, you go on Airbnb or booking.com to go and look for either apartment or hotels, right? This time around, people are doing that to our property, right? And the nightly rate, the average nightly rate in Newcastle is about between £150 to about £200. So in this example, I would like us to take £150 per night for our 2-bedroom apartment. So in that case, our rental income for that 2-bedroom apartment would be £150 per night times, obviously we have 30 days a month, times 40% occupancy rate. So now, what do I mean by occupancy rate? Occupancy rate is the amount of time you are able to let the property at in the whole month. So we're saying we have not rented the property throughout the month, we only rented it 40% of the time. That then gives us £1,800. So £1,800 is our rental income. That is the money we've made from renting the property out on a nightly basis to event goers, contractors, family, you name it. Anyone who's coming around Newcastle to do something. So, of course, we've got an expense to pay. Expenses. let's say our expenses are £1,340. Okay, so if we minus £1,340 from the 1,800, that gives us a net profit of £460. And now, the example I'm giving you here right now is what we call worst and worst case scenario. In average, so that you got a feel, a serviced accommodation property, a property that you renting as an Airbnb, generates you between 800 to 2,500 pound net profit every single month. The reason I'm using 460 is for you to understand what you can gain from investing that £5,000 and for the figures not to blow your mind away. Okay, suppose then you're making £460 every single month, only at 40% occupancy rate. So if you times that by 12, you're talking about £5,520 a year, every single year. So if you look at that now, that 5,520, you've done the work once, you've done the property nicely, and it now generated 5,520. So now, what is the benefit of this? The benefit of this is that you've made more than what you've initially spent to go on holiday, right? So instead of going on the holiday, that money, that same money had made you £520 more than if you were to spend it to go on holiday. So the beauty of doing this is that you can use that same £5,000 again. You go and get the same similar apartment, right? And you rent that out. In 2 years, you are on £11,000, roughly. In about 2 or 3 years' time, you are on 16,560, roughly. So that's what you would have made from only having 3 properties. And what I'm sharing with you here is the worst case scenario. Suppose now in 3 years' time, you've done really, really well. You're making 16,560. You're still working. You're living your normal life. Believe me or not then, if you wanted to go on holiday, that cost you £5,000. You don't even need to borrow that money anymore. You can have that £5,000 here. You still got £11,000 left. You can use to go and invest again. And the beauty of this, if you were to take a loan, if you were to take a credit card to do this, you're making enough money to be able to pay for the credit card, as well as make you nice, amazing profit after paying the debt or the interest on that debt, or after paying the debt. You can pay all that debt and continue having that property, and that property gives you return on investment every single year. You may be thinking, why am I sharing this? I'm sharing this because I recently went on holiday where I realized how much people spend on holiday, right? People spend so much money on holiday. You may be thinking 5,000 is peanut. You're absolutely right, because it costs more than £5,000. Again, I'm looking at the average UK household of how much they spend going on holiday. Most people spend that £5,000, come back crying, being depressed, having family issues, or finding a way to pay that debt again. It doesn't have to be that way. What you could do instead is to delay that holiday for just 1 year or 2 years, to follow formulas or blueprint like this that would make you money that is more than enough to take you on that holiday without taking a debt, a credit card, or something like that to take your family away on holiday. So if you'd like to know how to implement strategies like this, there's a link on my video here. You can click to book a free, no obligation consultation with one of my experts to see if there's any synergy for us to work together to help you implement strategies like this. Oh, and by the way, if you like this video or any of my videos, smash the like button below, subscribe to my channel for more amazing videos. I look forward to sharing the next one. Thank you.